Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you a brand new game. Welcome to Deadwood, The Forgotten Curse. This is an indie game that's currently running a Kickstarter campaign. It's developed by Steamroller Studios, and it's kind of being billed as a game that blends aspects of games like Zelda and Don't Starve. It's kind of a survival game, and it looks pretty cool, I must say. You play as this little wood guy right here, whose name is Lathe. And you've got this giant friend over here, whose name is Roguard. And you both need to stay alive. During the day, Roguard is this kind of giant powerhouse that nothing can stop. And then at night, he falls asleep, and you need to defend him. Now, the game is optimized. It's meant primarily to be played with a keyboard, or with a controller, like an Xbox 360 controller or something. It is a PC game, but it also has keyboard controls as well. The keyboard controls are WASD to move, Q and E to rotate the camera, mouse to turn around, and then left click to shoot. You can gather... You're in my way, Roguard. Get out of my way. You can gather resources from these berry bushes and things with B on the keyboard. And then you can change your equipped item with 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we'll go back to our pea shooter, our little gun here. Now, this game is... It's not even early access yet. This is just a demo that they put together for their Kickstarter campaign. There's a lot of features that they plan on implementing that they have not, such as a storyline and questing. The game is still in need of some balancing things. There's, of course, bugs, crashes, glitches, things like that. But the demo does kind of give you an idea of what direction they're planning on taking the game, and I really think it's kind of cool. So, apparently they have already kind of come up with all the lore for the world, and you live in a world inhabited by basically wood people, and then at night the zombies, or the Deadwood, come out, and they try and make your life miserable. Now, I'm assuming there's also going to be some kind of tower defense elements in this game, as far as placing down defenses, barricades, turrets, things like that. At night, which I think is kind of cool. Let's see if we can kind of rotate the camera so we can find our way out of here. Ooh, I'm getting hit. Get away, zombie. Leave me alone. There we go. But one thing I must say is that I do really like this kind of cartoony art style. It reminds me a lot of Zelda Wind Waker, which is a game that I really think that I enjoyed it a lot more just solely based on the art style of that game. Really, really one of my favorite things. Now, I'm not sure if the world is going to be procedurally generated or randomly generated or what, but we'll have to see once the game comes a little bit closer to release. As I said, they do plan on finishing the game and releasing it regardless of whether or not the Kickstarter campaign is actually successful. So I am definitely looking forward to this, and from what I've played of the game, I do really like at least what I think is going to be the direction that they're going. All of this is obviously subject to change since the game is, not even an early access stage or anything like that yet. But I do... Oh, here you go. Roguard is yawning there. He's going to be falling asleep now any moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to start kind of laying down some barricades and things to keep out the zombies if we can, and try and keep Roguard safe, because that is the challenge. We'll just start putting these down wherever we can. Get rid of these zombies. And I don't have a ton of these barricades to just spam everywhere, but I do have a pretty good amount of them. So we're going to try and keep the zombies at bay by laying down barricades. Once again, to lay these down, you just do 4 on the keyboard, select barricades, and then you just left-click on the mouse to actually put them down. And then we'll just have to worry about kind of shooting these zombies. Now, this game is fairly challenging, I must say. I have played through it a couple... I've played a few times, done a couple of little runs, and I have I have yet to even survive the first night. Now, admittedly, I'm not exactly great at the game, but it is one of those things where I think as the game gets more balanced, look at all these zombies, and Roguard's just sleeping away. You know, I think as the game gets more balanced and they add more defensive items and hopefully some crafting and stuff like that to the game, I think it will become a little bit more manageable. But for the time being, I'm basically stuck just kind of not being good at the game. So we'll see if we can even survive the first night here in this little first look. Now, I will put a link to not only the game demo, but also the Kickstarter page in the video description. So check it out if this looks like something that will interest you. I'm really enjoying my time with it, although there isn't much here at this point since it's so early in the game's development. There's just not a lot of content other than, you know, what you see here. But I'm sure that will change as time goes on. Let's put another barricade right there, and right here, and right there, and go back to shooting the hordes of zombies. They're going to break through, and we are probably going to die. Although they will beat on Roguard before they beat on me. And Roguard can take a few hits. He's a giant rock. You know, you'd think he could take a few hits. So, we'll see. We did make it through a second wave. I don't know how long the day-night cycle lasts. I'm thinking maybe like 5 minutes or so would be my guess. Because it took approximately 5 minutes for the night to come and for these zombies to start shooting at me, or attacking me anyway. My health is luckily still pretty full right now. Hey now, leave me alone. I just took a pretty fair amount of damage there. But I think I'll be okay. We might actually survive the first night here, who knows? It's possible. I don't know where this last zombie is. But you've got, oh man. Roguard's getting attacked from somewhere. Oh, I see him. He's hiding up there. Oh, yep. This is probably the end right here. Let's put down a mine. That'll get rid of a couple. See if we can kind of fight our way out. Roguard, probably going to die here. I'm out of barricades. I'm running low on ammo. We're just going to have to basically keep kind of shooting and hope we can get rid of enough of these guys fast enough to actually make some sort of a difference. I'll put down another mine over there. Roguard's dead. Yep, looks like game over. We lost. But this gives you kind of a general overview of the game. Give it a try, see what you think. As I said, I do have a link to the demo and the Kickstarter page in the video description. But that's about all for me, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time. And now it's night. And one advantage of night is that it makes it a lot easier to find certain resources like quartz. Quartz becomes pretty easy to find. We're going to need a lot of glass for the various vehicles and things.